coming back from Austin, just on a personal side, it was a big challenge. So as soon as I got back, I went over to my mom's house to pick up our dogs, Brutus and Arrow, and we noticed right away that something was wrong with Brutus. He was just acting not himself, as best way I could explain it. He seemed anxious and very low energy and just a lot of alarming behaviors. So we took him to the vet and they did a bunch of testing, and then we got referred to a specialist and essentially found out that he had cancer. And of course that was extremely stressful. You know, we love Brutus. We're incredibly attached to our animals, you know. They're like our kids. So Eleanor and I were panicking and went to a specialist out of state. They did a bunch of testing and biopsy, and it put us in a difficult situation because he couldn't really travel. We were going to bring him to New Jersey, and we couldn't even do that because the severity of the tumor, it was like making him unable to breathe well, and yeah, it was a stressful situation. So going into New Jersey, that was a big distraction, but I'm pretty good about compartmentalizing the stresses, and for better or worse, once I got there, I was focused on the job at hand. My recap of New Jersey would be, that is a good weekend that illustrates what it feels like to just put everything in and never miss a step, and it just doesn't come together.
Max managed to borrow a bike off a good friend of ours and ride at the track on the Monday.
Just do some laps and learn the track a little bit before the weekend. It's so awesome that there's so many great people out there to be able to, you know, lend you a bike to be able to go and have a ride.
So yeah, he knew which way the track went, but obviously it was going to be quite different on the Superbike.
Man, it hasn't been easy to make this happen. Obviously, our program underwent some big changes this season. There were some financial implications with that. That definitely made this challenging because this is a very expensive sport to be a part of.
And obviously we had high hopes after the progression from COTA.
Coming into the weekend, I was quite confident and just looking forward to getting on the Superbike Unlimited R1.
After COTA, we did have some damage that needed to be addressed, and normally we would do that at the shop between rounds, but it was kind of deemed that this is a really relatively simple job, so we're just going to take care of this on setup day at the racetrack. We do work on the motorcycle anyway on setup day regardless, so it worked out. We were able to just knock that out. No big issues there.
Yeah, team was excited, as was Max, so yeah, lots of positives rolling in.
It's time for the MotoAmerica AMA FIM North American Road Race Championship. This round is MotoAmerica Superbikes at New Jersey for our final round of 2025. Superbikes on deck here at New Jersey Motorsports Park in Millville. And the entire field is ready to get after it and tackle New Jersey Motorsports Park.
First session, settings-wise, we didn't stray too far from where we finished off at COTA, just because it was something he was going to be familiar with. Basically asked Max to go and do a decent run, just familiarise himself with it. But yeah, we were a little bit off where I thought we were going to be, but he got a lot of laps in, and almost caught me out with the fuel. Yeah, it was a good solid session, but yeah, obviously wanted to be a little bit closer. The Hondas, we need to kind of be in that pack. I think that's reasonable to expect. I didn't expect it in the first session, but that's where the aim would be, you know, come race 1. Crikey, I can't actually remember where he was. He was sort of 3 seconds off, I think.
So he's fallen down, Josh. Josh, he's fallen down.
Yeah, that's a big one.
He won't be back in the session. That's it. Okay. Well,
Oh, that's the end of that one.
yeah.
Yeah, it was early in the session. Definitely didn't make any progress before the crash.
So I was struggling with a few things on the bike in the previous laps that I'd turned in this session, and I was just trying to work out a way to make that better. But unfortunately, I just pushed the bike a little bit too hard into turn 6, which is quite a fast corner, and on the entry I just had a little bit too much front brake at lean angle, and she just, yeah, bars turned under. Quite a fast and fast crash with not much warning. And yeah, all I could do was watch the bike tumble through the weeds, really. And yeah, the bike took a pretty big hit.
You know, we expect the rider to push. We can't expect him never to slip off. And sometimes you get lucky and it just slides down the road. Sometimes it digs in and cartwheels itself to oblivion, and that's pretty much what happened. So that kind of obviously put us on the back foot.
We didn't see the crash, but it looked like when he went to pick it up, the tail was fucking snapped up, so it looked like he went end over end. So fuck me, man. One of those years.
Good luck. The crash in qualifying, super disappointing, just because, you know, it was early. We didn't really get a chance to build into the pace. To be honest, especially given the way our season has turned at the end, where, you know, we had some unexpected financial support that wasn't provided and things like that, it's hard not to look at a big crash like that and see the dollar signs. Realistically, that was an incredibly expensive crash.
So just trying to get back to the curb on the brake, and yeah, just no feedback. Yeah. Right, it's just one of those things. It's just obviously didn't want to do it, you know. So we get together and have another go tomorrow.
This is what I'm worried about right here. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fixable. Hopefully the swing arm is straight, and hopefully the forks are straight, and then the rest of it we should be able to swap pretty quick. And I'm hoping the main harness isn't fucked.
After the crash, I was fine. Just disappointed for the team and myself. Unfortunately, I just put our whole weekend on the back foot with a costly mistake, and I left the boys with a lot of work.
Both our mechanics are ex-factory guys. One, Yoshimura Suzuki, Manny, and then Josh, who just joined us at Kota. Has been factory mechanic, Honda and Honda Motocross. So these guys know the deal.
I think they were at the track until about 2 a.m.
They had a really late night and a really early morning.
When you get a chance, if you can find me the 1/2-inch cordless impact for these.
Yeah, get them tight and then we'll just get in there with a little extra.
Yeah.
Red Loctite?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a big crash, but it's fairly lucky because of the way that the bike tumbled. It kind of was on the tail, the gas tank, so it didn't bend the forks, didn't bend the clamps. Swing arm was okay. So we kind of got a bit lucky.
On the flip side, we're seeing that in a bigger crash like that, where there's a rollover or a flip, there's some really delicate and sensitive components that the motorcycle cannot function without in the rear section of the bike. That was something that when you looked at Beaubier, it was not as violent of a crash, but his tail came off and he was able to still get the bike back into the pits and get it back on track. Ours was kind of a catastrophic, complete end of session and a substantial amount of damage to our wiring harness and the electronic components in the tail. So that's something that it comes with a budget. Realistically, it's all depends on what kind of money we have. We know that what we have is capable of winning races, but you're always looking to improve these things.
Sweet little buddy. He's the best. What is this? Oh. Upset your stomach. All right.
The big picture with that crash in qualifying 1 is that the level of damage that it caused and the resulting assessment and repair that we had to perform rolled over into the second qualifying session. We were at the very last minute having to do throttle body calibration and everything feels a bit rushed. It's just not an ideal scenario. Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
It just goes into gear, isn't it?
It turns off when it goes into gear. Yeah, he doesn't want to take throttle.
This is going to directly impact the remainder of our weekend. We have 3 races we have to contest, and we've now missed the majority of Q1. We're missing a good chunk of Q2. It's just one of those things that just shows you the importance of getting every single second you can on the racetrack.
Yeah, I don't know, but that is what it feels like. This is also, yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just recalibrate the throttle.
Yeah.
Just see if
I just did that. Fucking hell, Jamie. Shit's gonna kill me. This shit's gonna kill me. The throttle bodies.
Huh? What about them?
I guess after we did the grip calibration, I had to redo it.
Oh, you have to plug it into
Yeah.
the other?
Yeah. instead of it being a traditional qualifying session for us, we literally didn't even put the qualifying tire on. We just went out and essentially just verified that the bike was functioning as it should, and got a few laps in. So not ideal for sure, but you know, it was a huge undertaking to get that bike wrapped up.
It's a shame because we didn't get to run the full session, but at the same time we got to run the bike, make sure everything was okay for race 1. Watch out behind you.
Yeah.
I can tell you that if you have the ability to pivot and get the bike off the side of the tire and maintain, everybody stays pretty close for about 8 laps.
Yep.
And then it really starts to spread out. Because like around that long right, left, when it starts getting icy and shit, a lot of people just kind of throw in the towel.
Yep.
They can't keep their intensity up in the spots that are still okay.
Yep.
Right? So you get comfortable with the thing moving a little bit and can keep your pace, you're going to move forward pretty well.
Yep.
All right?
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Cheers, Josh. Thanks, man.
All right. Give them hell, dude. You got this.
And look at Josh Herron up into 3rd place already.
Insane.
From 10th. I told you, man.
There's no throwaway races, but obviously where we were starting on the grid and you know, this feeling with the bike and you know, the lap time.
Yeah, race 1, it sucked. I mean, just to put it bluntly, I think everybody was disappointed with that. It's one of those things where this is what happens if you qualify poorly. You're at the back of the grid, you're with people, frankly, you shouldn't be next to. We know that the level of our motorcycle is much greater than the guys around us. That's not a good situation to be in because you expose yourself to a lot of risk.
Yeah, probably had to do something weird to pass him.
You know, it's not exactly how we planned race 1 to go. It was a little bit tough, I guess, with limited laps.
It didn't get a great start. Lap time wasn't really there, but yeah, for sure that 3rd sector just was our problem.
We got through some traffic, but that was what was really killing us. We just couldn't put a decent sector 3 together, and it cost us. All the time we would make up in the other sectors, we'd lose it right there.
Pretty boring race, really. Not much happened.
I understand not being at the front, but we should not be at the back.
This was a 3-race weekend, so more chances to improve and progress. So all was not lost. Well, 20 laps worth of data. So, yeah.
It's Sunday here at New Jersey. It looks like it's going to be a wet morning. We're basically looking to build a bit more into this weekend. The big thing today is that we're just going to try to make some changes and try to help Max feel a little more comfortable. Our bike is so different from any bike he's ever ridden. So we're just trying to work with him and take his feedback and help bring our motorcycle to him a bit more. That's the goal for today. Obviously, warm-up looks like it's going to be a challenge. If it's wet out, we're not going to really be able to test any dry settings adequately. Grip levels are going to be really low. But we have a plan for the next dry session that I think is going to be a step forward.
Dad's a great help. He is the reason I am where I am. He is a professional motorbike rider himself. He's been there, he's done it, and he understands it all. He always has a great insight to help me move forward. And yeah, to have him on the grid, to keep me calm, to fire me up, whatever I need, he's always there, and he always knows how to say it and help me sort of get the best out of myself. So he's someone that I never want to not have by my side because he's always been the biggest help out of anyone in my career. So it's always great to have him there. Definitely made a step with the bike in race 2. I got a great start. I was sort of aggressive on the first couple of laps and made a couple of good passes and just tried to stay consistent for as long as I could.
Race pace was slower than it had been on Saturday. Obviously rained overnight, track was green, but he got a really good start. He was kind of where we hoped he could be and stuck there for a little bit.
If we're in the top 10, especially with Max, you know, first time here in the States, this is a realistic goal. We can be happy with that.
He felt like we made an improvement with the bike, but still that sector 3 was just killing us. He just couldn't find a way around it. Ultimately, our race pace slowed.
Danilo Lewis on Shivey BMW started to close on us.
We're out?
Yeah, what's the hell going on with Heron?
I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think we got taken out.
In the back section there, just before the front straight, there was some contact and we had another crash.
Going into the race.
Well, it's not as bad as yesterday's.
Another smashed another tank and some other components. Was not as bad as the first crash, but still more than just a tip over.
What was that?
Pardon?
What happened?
Oh mate, like come up inside of me and hit me.
Yeah, this time the bike was too badly damaged to put it back together for race 3.
We only had a couple of hours basically to get the bike fully cleaned up, torn down, repaired, and then back on track. And then it just becomes a safety issue. The last thing we'll ever do is put a bike on track that's unsafe to ride. There is no other choice. We have to just call it.
What turn?
Going right here.
So you know the long left in the last sector.
Yeah, okay.
I could tell Max was frustrated because you know that he had more, that he was just unable to show in that race. So as a rider, that can be really frustrating when you know you're not showing the potential. I think that's kind of the way he felt in that situation.
We were making improvements, but we weren't making the massive step that we wanted to make, which is unfortunate because, to be honest, I had quite high expectations for this weekend.
I thought the team did a great job, and I think Max did the best job he could. He just struggled to make it happen there. I know that given more time, he would be much more competitive here. He did the best that he could with the time that he had.
Okay, you guys can take it.
Thank you.
I'll grab it.
I think overall the season's been obviously disappointing from a results point of view. But if you take the bike, the organisation, the team.
You know, it was a first-year program, everything from the ground up, new motorcycles, new team, you know, something I've said a million times, but it's a lot.
I really feel like it's improved in every facet. You know, we've got factory engines now, we've got factory mechanics, so they know what this takes and they're prepared to put that effort in. We've got a team owner who, you know, will do whatever it takes and is part of the team technically as well, and is very important to that aspect. So ultimately, I don't think we showed it on track, and I think, honestly, for Max to show it, he probably needed a bit more time.
We have a really capable and just cohesive team unit. It's a hard thing to put together, and I feel like we are in an excellent position to build and have a really strong 2026.
Really, what we need is a top-line rider. You can't shortcut that.
Who would be your ideal rider?
Valentino Rossi? Well, it's slim pickings, honestly. It is slim pickings.
Ideally, we're going to put a rider that's got a bit more experience in the Superbike class.
It comes down to finance at the end of the day.
Number 50, he just handed it over to John Sharon or Cameron Bobier. Oh, no way. Oh, such a bummer Sunday.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about potential riders? Or?
No. It's really early and I don't want to say too much. We just need to piece those other things together to ensure that we have the package to offer that racer that they deserve and that we need to be able to win races.
Hey,
Buddy.
come here. There's my dog. There's my dog.
Brutus is probably mad. All right, go on. Brutus is doing much better now. So right after we got back from New Jersey, almost immediately after, we had a surgery scheduled. The cancer should be completely removed. We're taking him back tomorrow for a final follow-up and some more testing. But yeah, he seems great now. He's running around and acting the way he used to. So hopefully we're in the clear. A question I've gotten a few times throughout this year is what has motivated me to do this, what's driven me to be involved with this. And I don't know that I can answer that very effectively. What I can say is that the environment that we have created at the racetrack, especially on our better days, it's something that you cannot recreate elsewhere. When you have a team that everything is, there's the synergy of having a really great team and a great motorcycle and a good rider, and everything is just coming together, there's something magic about that. You know, this sport gives people so much meaning and creates a feeling in people that I just want to be a part of that. I care about this sport, I want to help it grow, and you know, I want to leave my mark on it if I can, but most importantly, I just want to be a part of it. It's something that it matters to me. So, you know, hopefully we can find the right partners and continue to do this for a long time and then win some races. You know, that's probably the best answer I can give. I don't really know why I do this other than it makes me feel a way that nothing else ever has.